Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. Oh look, there's a train pulling out of the station right now. I am at, Lost Swamp Station. I did not just forget the name of this station. This is Lost Swamp, and last time we ended the video here. And let me show you real quick what the system map looks like and do like a recap for what we have built so far. So, we've been working on the Nostalgia line recently. This is this light blue line right here, starting from Shrubland Prairie, going through Windswept Savanna, Nostalgia West, to Lost Swamp. If you remember from the last video, we had a station, just work in progress. I still have, I don't know what I want to do with it yet, just to leave it as a standalone station, probably not an interchange. And then we also have the ferry system built by Sudery, connecting Nostalgia West to the island of Nostalgia. And that line also extends up to Shrubland Prairie. And there's also another ferry line, the Clementine Ferry, that intersects with that portion right here as well. And I kind of requested it all to be shades of blue because all the lines around here are kind of a blue color, so it looks kind of cool on the system map. Okay, so the ultimate goal for this line is to connect Lost Swamp down to Kings Grove eventually. So if we look back at our proposal, we have built these stations up here. So Windswept Savanna and also extending to Shrubland Prairie, down to this potential station, which is now Nostalgia West, and then this work in progress station, Lost Swamp, and then we have space for like one or two more, I would say. Or we can kind of space these out how we want. These are just potential station locations. We basically own the area where the line runs through, so we can be a little bit flexible with where the placement of these stations are. And then we get to Kings Grove. I'm thinking we can either today develop this potential station or finish the connection to Kings Grove. So we'll see what I want to do today. Okay, so I'm back in Minecraft, and yeah, this is our interchange platform. Oh, how did I just snap up to the train? Oh, I guess it's because when I came up, I flew a little bit too high and there was a train right here, and so I just got onto the train. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't encounter that last time. But yeah, if we keep going through our tunnels, we're going to eventually hit our WIP station somewhere around here. Yeah, there it is. So we have decorated the inside a little bit, but there are no exits currently. And it's a jungle. Yeah, it's a jungle biome with some bamboo over there. What is this? This looks like a jungle as well. River. Rocky jungle. And then this is just normal jungle. And then, yep, this is all just jungle. I remember back in 1.3 when I think jungles were introduced. They're like the rarest biome ever, but now it just seems like everywhere you go you see jungles. Okay, so Tamago Rails in the comments of the last video suggested that I do a jungle theme in the station down here, so maybe like branches coming down and then like vines kind of like, I don't know, climbing down the wood and just more natural styles. But I'm also not that confident in doing that right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some experimenting later. But for now, maybe I would want to connect to Kings Grove first. Okay, because Sudery already has the Kings Grove connection ready for us. So it should be pretty easy to just connect that part over. Wow, this is a really cool cave. Reminds me of Yanjiang Mineshaft a little bit because I took advantage of like the big caves, and then we also have some of this fiery stuff down here. Oh look, there's a couple of diamonds and a bunch of lava, and you also see the amethyst geode and also this stuff from 1.19. I think this is, I forgot what this is called, but there's like some skulk stuff. There's the warden, although mobs are turned off. Okay, so this is pretty close to our station, and then if we keep going, I'm just scouting out the area a little bit, including what it looks like up here. I guess maybe it's better to use... Whoa, there's a ground level cave up here as well. Might be better to use square map for this, I think, but some snowy mountains. Wow. There's like ice right next to all of that stuff. And if we look on the map, it's actually about the same distance to... This is Nostalgia West, so it's about the same distance this way. Actually, no, it's quite a bit longer this way. So this is Kingsgrove. Yeah. So there's a long way to go, basically. So I just opened the square map and I just noticed the station, Signage. Pretty close to spawn, but wow, I didn't notice the station structure before. It's probably new. Anyway, going back to where we were, we don't have too much open space to work with. So it could be a possibility that my line just stays underground. That is definitely the easiest to build, but as of if it looks nice or not, I'm not sure. Because it's the easiest to build, but you also can't see anything outside. So this is my original track. You can kind of see it on the map, but it also took a lot of work terraforming the area around it. Like that. And I think Stronger's line also. It eventually goes underground, I think. Like right there. But yeah, so I do want to go above ground for a little bit. What is this biome? This biome seems maybe easier to build on. I'm not exactly sure. Or another option is to do just high bridges. But I also know the platforms we have at Kingsgrove are underground, so I'll probably just end up sticking with that. And I think this area might be an interesting place to do a station, since there's like a pool over here, or maybe more like a lake. I can do a station on the lake. There's also a village here that I can connect to. Or I can do it on this snowy mountain and make a cable car like that. Although there's not much reason to do that, I think. So yeah, those are just some options. Maybe what I'll do, I'll go to Kingsgrove first and then start building from there north. Maybe that'll be a bit easier. Alright, we can see this beautiful station that Sudori built, and there are trains running through already at the top platforms. Got an R train, and I don't know what train stock that is, but that looks really good. And then the station building looks very modern and artistic at the same time, so I'm really impressed by this build actually. The choice of the stained glass just like, I don't know, gives it like a more modern feel too. Okay, so down here, it looks like we have a little bit of a concourse down here. And if we keep going down, these are going to be our platforms. And they go north to south naturally. And Sudori put some signs here. And this lift shaft, I believe, is still work in progress. Yeah, this is a potential space for the lift as well to the interchange concourse. I think this connection right now is, yeah, the lifts are over there and then the escalator connections are over here. So let's see which way is north. This is south and this is north. So we could keep digging the tunnels here first. I think Sudori already made the tunnel structure for us, so all we have to do is just to keep stacking it, which makes it easy. And what block is this? Smooth stone. Alright, so just some simple stacking. And then this part we also need to make a turn back for when we start running trains in here. So I'm just going to be... I'll just stack this again. And then we can make some turnbacks. Okay, so as I was digging this tunnel for the turnback, I noticed that it like goes into an ocean and then cuts through this ocean monument, which is a little bit unfortunate because I guess it would look cool if people can see out. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to replace these blocks with some glass. That way people can see out. It looks kind of funny, but should I use normal glass instead? Not sure, but this looks pretty cool, I think. And then back here I can do like a nice slope as well. Something like this. Yeah. Okay, anyway, this is just going to be a turn back, so it doesn't matter too much at this point how that looks. And I think I do want to stack this a little bit more. Like maybe 100 more blocks. I feel like this is just a big ocean, so there's nothing much that we're gonna cut through. And then I'm just going to seal this off right now and make a tunnel. Okay, so this is going to be my tunnel in the turnback. I just don't prefer the Minecraft translucent rendering bug that's been existing for many versions now, that if there are two translucent layers up on top of each other, stuff doesn't render properly. That's just Minecraft limitations. There's nothing we can do about it. But I do like the look of white stained glass over just normal glass. So I kind of thought about using glass, but I don't think it looks as nice. So we'll just keep it like this. We can treat it as like underwater vision as well, because you can see underwater a little bit better because of it. So I am going to make my turn back right here and just make sure that trains can loop back properly. Alright, there's our turn back completed for this portion. This is south of the station Kingsgrove. So now, if we're going north, then we're just going to cut through all this terrain. I think this is like the terrain that I said might be easier to build on top of. But I'm just going to keep stacking the tunnel until I find a good area to build another station. Referring back to the square map, I think I'm going to go a little bit more, maybe around here. It looks a little bit trippy with Minecraft and the square map open side by side, but I think this might be a good candidate. Oh, look at that. If I made a station cutting through that, how cool would that look? Let's see what other terrain we have to work with here. Some rivers, and I did see that lake back here. Ooh, this looks like a good spot for a station. Yeah, maybe we can make a sunken station with these waterfalls and lush caves. That would be really cool. I'm going to need to figure out how the tracks are going to connect here. So I think it would be really cool if I just dig out a little bit on the side of the mountain and have the platform screen doors just like right there. Oh, and there's a little underground structure here. I wonder what this is. Alright. So to get here, I think what I'll do is create the platforms first. Okay, I'm just like thinking to myself, I have to be very careful with what I do here, because once I do something, there's no guarantee that I can recover it. And like using the undo world edit command doesn't guarantee a successful undo. So, okay, I'm gonna do this little portion first. So set 0 and then stack 5. I think that's how wide my tunnels are. And then do the same for down here. Because my tunnels are... Oh, I forgot again. Okay, let's just do something like this first. So if my tunnels are like that, then I can dig on both sides. Yeah, I think what I'll do is copy the tunnel design back at Kingsgrove, and I'm just copying the tunnel design and then pasting it in there. I think that's the best way to just cut out the area. So I'm going to do a copy at the center. Actually no, at the top center. So copy, and then go back to where I was. Let's see. Oh, did I do an extra block here? I'm not sure. Okay, so one block would be... Yeah, I'll just do it here, it's fine. So fly to the top and then do a paste. Let's see how this looks. Yep, I think that is a pretty good location. And I think rotate 180 and paste this here. Yep. And then the tunnel can keep going like that. Cool. And then I think I'm just gonna do another paste here just to be safe. Oh. Oh, that just cut out into the lush cave. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna have to make glass tunnels here, definitely. Okay, so for the other side, we want to do the same thing. Make sure I have the right Y coordinate. So if I'm here, that means I'm at Y47. Actually, yeah, I'll just fly right through. And there's a little bit of an indent here. So if I make my platforms here, I think I'm just going to follow this side of the mountain. Okay, so fly up again, spectator, fly over here, and then creative, and then paste. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. The tunnel can stick out like that, I'm fine with that. And then we'll do another paste right over here. I still have the tunnel on my clipboard, that's why I can keep doing this. And then rotate 180 and do another paste on this side. Alright. So now, I still have to think about how I'm going to put the platforms. And I think I'm going to keep one waterfall, but not both, because it's kind of messy to deal with water on this side. So I'm just going to follow the block style from down below. Oh, this seems like a weird overrun. Okay, so following the blocks, there's clay and cyan terracotta. This doesn't look cyan to me at all. It looks like dark gray. Don't know why Minecraft called it that, but I'm sure they have their reasons. So maybe I can also... Yeah, that looks good. And I think I'm going to get rid of this floating gravel eventually because it's like a falling hazard. And this spittle pillar might also need to go because the platform's going to be literally right here. And as for this area looks really nice, but it might also have to go because I need to build the platforms. So let me cut open a hole just to test what that would look like. Yeah, so platform blocks would go right about here. Oh wait, no. I think one more block. And then this will be the platform surface already. Maybe this is harder than I imagined. Let me cut out this area. And I know that this is definitely not the number of blocks I need for the platform. Because my platforms are 101 blocks, and this is nowhere near 101 blocks. But I think partially having the platform stick out would look really cool. Okay, so before I work on this station more, what I'm going to do is continue to connect the tracks up so that we can at least have a continuous connection to Kingsgrove first. As you can see from the square map, this is where my new station's going to... Wait, no. Where's the hole? Here. This is where my new station's going to be. And if I go straight, then I need to curve a little bit to get to the station. I am thinking that I'm not going to put another intermediate station between these 2 points, so just plain tunnels would be okay. I'm still deciding whether to put something here. Oh, this island might be a good candidate. Or this village. And then we'll connect to Lost Swamp up there. Alright, the server chunk loading is really bad right now. There's Kingsgrove, you can see the other tracks over there. And this is my tunnel. And there's 9 people on the server. That's why the chunks are really slow right now. But anyway, I have connected my 2 tunnels together from here to over there. You can't even see it. But yeah, as we fly along, the chunks are really struggling here. I'm just following my tracks for guidance. And this is my other tunnel that goes that way. So I'm just going to do the building off camera because the chunks are pretty bad right now, and then I'll show you how it turns out. Okay, I finished the connection between here and Kingsgrove. I know you have to trust me on this because I really can't show you right now because of how the chunks aren't loading. And then this is my station. So I guess before I continue on, I just want to decorate out this area just a tiny bit because this is such a great opportunity. So first I'm going to remove the stone. So maybe 1 block up actually. Replace smooth stone with 0. Oh, not smooth stone, stone bricks. There we go. Oh, that's a perfect block also. And then this can probably go in 1 more block. And then for this part, maybe I can go up to here. Oh wait, no. Let's just try it. And then go up to this block, maybe? Actually, I do like it coming 1 block out. Like, to the wall right here. So maybe what I'll do is add back 1 more block. If I did cut away too much, so yeah, this can go 1 more block out. Yeah, that looks good. And I don't know how much decorating I actually want to do here. Maybe just put some lanterns and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I thought about making it wooden themed. Let me try something. Alright, this is what my wood idea looks like. And I think it looks pretty good. I replaced the oak log with some spruce to provide more of a color contrast. And I'm also thinking I should add some spruce planks instead because there's too much oak right here. So I can either replace the bottom part with spruce planks or the fences with spruce. Let me try both options. Okay, I think like this, the spruce blends in with the sides too much, but if I do spruce in the middle, that might look pretty cool. There we go. I like that. And I also fixed up the tunnel entrances a little bit. They look more natural because they are following the curve of the actual cave. And I think the bottom needs a little bit of work because it looks too flat at the bottom. So maybe if I add something like this, so it looks like it's like wrapping around the underside of the bridge. Something like that. Yeah, let me try that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then same thing for this side. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So let's do effect clear to see how it looks in the dark. Wow. I forgot that the glow berries actually emit light. So this is actually brighter than I thought, which is good. And also the lanterns, of course, will light up the tracks. So when you're zooming through on the train, you're like, oh, I see a cave. And then you instantly zoom through again. Okay, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. Oh, actually, I forgot to like make this part follow the cave. So what I was doing earlier was I was just making this like 1 block away from the wall. Like this. Just these couple of blocks, so not too much extra work. So, okay. All the tunnel entrances look good. Is this part okay? Just fix up this real quick. So 1 block from the adjacent blocks. And here we can also dig out the floor. Perfect. Alright, I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this design. And, yep. I think, yeah. Okay, that looks really good. So let's continue building our new station over at the end. Alright. So I think I'm gonna use the same principle to clear out this area. I think these pillars will unfortunately have to go away, like, now. Well, So I'm gonna just clear away the stone brick bit by bit to see how far I can get. And I think maybe I'll use the same design as before, just following the edge of the cliff. So I'm keeping a 1 block space from the edge. Or maybe at this station it might even work to make it flush to give us more room to work with. I don't think I need to have the stone brick protruding 1 block out. So yeah. Like that, yeah, perfect. And then for stuff like this, I guess I'll just fill it in. Just to make it a little bit smoother. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. So to make the platform 101 blocks, let me just do a quick measurement of how long. This is 64, so definitely needs to be longer. So this is 85, and that cuts into the mountain a decent amount. So if I start here and start putting my platform block in, how much would 101 blocks actually give me? 99, and 101 should be right here. Alright, so parts of the platform will cut into the mountain, that's to be expected. And we can work with that. And then this is going to be the other side of it. Maybe I'll make an exit to that structure over there. That seems pretty cool. Okay, and this side is not exposed at all yet. But I do want to mark the area with platform rails just so that I can get an idea of what I'm doing. Alright, both platforms are in. Actually, Since we already know that there needs to be a platform here, I might as well just start digging out a space here already. So, let's start with the platform blocks. And then let's just use what blocks will match. Maybe some sort of a plank. A low contrast, so maybe spruce planks might work. Let's just do it. We can always change it later. Okay, so if I make a narrow-ish platform, then it'll be about 3 blocks. 3 blocks is really narrow, but gives us more space. Gives us more of the middle section to work with. Okay, so with a 3-block space, that would give us this much space to work with, and if I do a stacked 100, that's the guarantee space that we would need for the platform. And these water holes are going to be an issue, so I'm going to fill them up. Following the block palette, of course. And yeah, perfect. And so I can copy this space as well. I do think I have the whole thing selected, so I'm just going to come to the rail node, copy, and can't type, rotate 180. And then come back over to the opposite rail node and do a paste. Is that the right spot? That should be. Okay, so we have our platform set up now. And what is this underwater thing here? I'm just going to block it up with stone at the moment, because that's going to make it hard to work with. Like that. Okay. I can clean up the walls a little bit later as well. And okay. This doesn't look as good as I imagined anymore, because I just cut out a lot of stuff. I feel like it would have been better if I moved this track to align with this area more, but it's a little too late for that now. I can still keep this middle part though. Alright, we'll just work with this. I don't really mind it that much. Okay, so I'm going to continue cutting out these tunnel walls and probably just fill this up with stone just to make it a little bit easier. Yeah, just like that. And spam clicking can actually break blocks faster than if you just hold left click. Okay. That part's done, and I'm gonna remove this gravel. And then this, there is no tunnel to clear. Okay, I'm gonna clear up this area as well. I think this station would actually benefit from a hybrid platform screen door / automatic platform gate configuration. So this will be a first on the Nostalgia line. And I don't know if anyone on the server has done that yet, so it might be a first for the server, but I will not make that claim because I'm not totally sure about that yet. Oh, I removed 1 extra block. And this moss, let's just destroy it. Okay, so that's the ceiling done. And let's draw out a station area first, too. I don't know what to call this at the moment. So I'm just going to call it WIP again. What did I call my other station? This is my other station. And let me choose a better color. I think this is too dark of a blue, so I like pastel colors, so maybe something like that. Okay. Not gonna spend too much time picking the color. because I know that's not what people came here to watch. So what I'm going to do is to first, well, connect up these tracks. That's an obvious one. Alright, so what I've done is I pasted in the platform screen doors from the other station. So we have that. I feel like my tunnel is too tall, but okay, anyway. We can now... Yeah, how come my... Yeah, how come my tunnel is so tall? I feel like that's not normal with what I've been doing. And it's at least 1 or 2 blocks lower. Okay, maybe it was just like that at Kingsgrove. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna use some stairs to cover up the top, as I normally do. Polished deep slate, that might look good. Kind of think this is too dark, so maybe I'll go back to using some sort of wood. Alright, something like this I think looks good. And because this area is kind of like exposed to the air, I might change that to automatic platform gates. But let me first copy this ceiling over to the other side so that I can continue working with that. And I don't know what I'm gonna fill this gap with. Okay, so on this side, the ceiling does stick out quite a bit. Like over here. Yeah, most obviously right here. So what we can do here is to cut this out entirely and replace this with some sort of... Maybe I'll leave 1 block. I'll leave 1 block for maybe to like patch it up properly. I'm not entirely sure yet, but yeah, we can keep this. And then the rest of this can be converted to automatic platform gates. So as I mentioned before, you don't really see stations on the Let's Play doing this. Probably for good reason. But we're gonna try it here anyway and see how that turns out. So I'm going to stack this maybe 5, because there's not that many doors. Actually, if we destroyed this ceiling right here as well. So 5 plus 5 would be 10. Alright, so let's patch up the doors. Okay, and then I will delete the rest of this ceiling. Alright, yeah, so this is half automatic platform gates, half platform screen doors. Looks a little bit funny, but it makes sense. Now I'm gonna do the same thing over here as well. I don't want to cut it right on the edge of the door because it looks a little bit weird, I think. Like, what I mean is, like, if I put a door right here and the door opens into the other type, I think it looks a little weird. So doing something like this would make more sense, in my opinion. So let me just keep stacking this. So we did 10 on the other side, so... Oh, that seemed too much. But the problem with undo is that World Edit doesn't put back the doors properly, so we'll just have to replace that later. Okay, so putting the doors back, and then the glass. And then I do want to have the glass mix instead of having the doors mix. Okay, cool. Alright, so how do I want to design this so that it doesn't look just like a sharp cutoff? I think I'm going to start with using some oak planks to cover this. Oh, there's 3 types of wood now, so I think that's okay. Okay, I need to clean up the roof a little bit more as well, especially with this part, the transition area. So I can't really go in more blocks. And also for here, how should I design this? I am a little bit stuck. One idea I had is to line the top like this. So just extend the roof out and then continue this top line all the way following the mountain to this side. So I'm gonna copy this over to see how that looks. Actually, I don't really like this. Maybe something like this can work, actually. That looks like a standard Minecraft like design with the logs vertically and then wood around it. So maybe this can work. And then just extend the ceiling out like that. Yeah. Alright, so something like this, and then we extended it on this side as well. But the problem is that the wall on this side is not like totally cut off like this one. I feel like this end was the easiest end to do. And then the rest of the sides aren't as clear cut as that. Okay, let's see. So I'm thinking since the other sides won't have this pillar, maybe I'll just take it away. That would make the most sense. And then just fill in this hole. And then, yeah, continuing with the design, I put full blocks like that. Okay, I think it's just not going to be perfect. So I'm going to roughly try to follow the terrain. Not sure how this is gonna work, but let's just give it a try. So I'm going to roughly follow that block down there. And oh, this sticks out quite a bit actually. Alright, so I made an overhang like that. I think that's not bad. Let me remove this gravel that I think fell on this. Yeah, okay. So now I need to do it on this side as well. Okay, so for the other side, actually, it's the same, like, is this the X or the Z block? But anyway, it's a straight line this way. So over here, I could follow the natural curve of the mountain, but over there, I am not really able to do that. So, or I mean, like, since it's a straight line, I have to, like, manually cut it out this way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just checking the platform screen doors to make sure that they're all set properly. Anyway, so I think I would do something like this and then kind of follow that curve. So I'm just looking at the blocks underneath and just, I don't know, making up a curve as we go. It's not like a perfect circle, and that's on purpose, just to make sure it looks a bit more natural and not artificial. And yeah. So it looks like this. Actually, yeah, it's good enough, I suppose. What if I did just one block at the edges? Okay, we'll just leave it at that first. What's left now is going to be the floor, and I'm just going to try replacing air blocks with like something like white stained glass. So replace 0 white stain glass. And then people can look down like that. And I'll probably cut a hole later to put escalators. Actually, no. Let's undo that. I kind of want to keep this as natural as possible. So, like, if people can walk down here, that's even better. So one thing that needs to change is probably removing these blocks first of all. Provide more of a walkway. And there's water here, which we'll probably need to get rid of. Okay, so good number of blocks here are gone. And there's some space for people to walk. And over here, let's see. Because this is pretty steep. This is quite a steep cutoff. So if I put like glass, like the standard glass fence, then I can start fencing off this area like this. And then the rest of it can be accessible. Like so. And I don't think we need people to be able to get on that little block. And then I guess the problem is here, because I guess we could just hollow out this space. Yeah, actually. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, like that. So people can walk here this way. Yeah, cool. And then here it's intentionally blocked off. So where should I put the exits? I can put some exits over here, but I don't want people just to be jumping down here like that. So, maybe I can do something like what I did in Void Park. If you remember what I did in Void Park, I just had a canopy over and then just pillars supporting that. So, or maybe I can just keep it open as well. I'm not sure. But I do like the open feel of this, especially this part. It would make it less fun if there was a covering over here. But I would want some sort of lift connection as well. So there can be one side, escalators and lifts going up. Actually, you know what would be really cool if I enclose this whole outer area with the wall and made the paid area like that. Like this whole area on the outside would be the paid area. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And then I can put some fences or something like that. Yeah. That's an idea. Okay. Maybe I'll try that first. Okay, so anyway, what we would do here... Yeah, I'm going to clean up the wall first. So I think this wall looks fine, right? Just diagonal line, and then it's all stone for the rest of it. So I think that's fine. This has some iron, which I will cover up. And then this is all stone as well. And then here we can clean up this area a little bit. Alright, that was cleaned up, and finally this wall. Also, I think I came up with a pretty good name for this station. I'm going to reveal it to you once I place down these station name blocks, and it's going to be Meteor Crater. The reason is because this is like a random hole in this area, and it looks like a meteor made this hole. Although, of course, there are no meteors in Minecraft. But I think that's kind of a fun little name. So if you have any ideas, just leave it down in the comments if you like really hate this name or something. Let me know. But I think I will use this name for the time being. until I think of something better. It's better than work in progress, at least. And it's also not connected to any line at the moment, so the online system map is not going to be showing this station currently. And I'd like to put down the black concrete just so that we get a bit more contrast, so we can read the name better. And I think I'm going to move this up one block just so that it looks a little better. Okay. And then I'm also putting the station names every other like non-door section. So one would be here. And then for the open area here, I am going to put these vertical ones. Actually, here would be a good opportunity to make it like this, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put these vertical ones, and this should all match up, hopefully, yep. And same for the other side as well. Oh, unfortunately, this kind of runs right into the exit, but oh well. I think it's okay. So I'm gonna continue finishing up placing all these station names. Alright, perfect. And then these vertical pillars is also a great opportunity for me to put down some passenger information displays and also some station lighting. Actually, for the middle one here, I'm just gonna go with this design because I'm placing them every 5 doors. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and right here. So then it wouldn't make sense for me to put these anywhere else. And I realized I put this off center. So right there. I think this looks a little bit odd since the wall sticks out. So like this has to stick out so far because the wall is all the way back here. Maybe for this station in particular, I should rethink how I'm doing these passenger information displays. Should I? Should I leave it like this? Because this one here, it's not even supported by the main roof. Okay, so I think I'm going to do some sort of design like this. So every 2 station names, I'm going to put a passenger information display, which means I am going to fix up this area. I'm also using the London Underground add-on poles, which I think looks pretty good for this. So I have to move the last display over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be 4 total instead of 3. And since electricity is not a concern right now, like these things get powered for free, so we don't have to worry about wasting money buying more passenger information displays. And I'm also thinking, as I'm looking at this, that it would be pretty cool to have some sort of texturing on the wall with some station color blocks. So as I'm looking through, I don't know why the animation for the enchantment glint is animating so fast. Like, I don't remember this ever being the case, but anyway, so if I use something like polish andesite and try to do some sort of wavy pattern, I wonder if that's gonna look nice. Something like this. I think it's not too bad. Yeah? Yeah, I think that works. Yeah? I think so. So let me try that over here as well. Alright. Yep, there we go. Maybe it looks a little odd if it just cuts off like that. So I'm going to actually, if we did this whole wall with stone brick instead. No, I like stone better. So I might as well just change all of this to stone. Alright. I've copied the passenger information displays and the lanterns to the other side. Let me try clearing my effects. The lighting is a bit moody, but I like it. I think it works pretty well. And I think we can add one more spot lamp over here for the borders between the platform screen doors and automatic platform gates. And for the most part, it looks good. I'm really happy with how this design turned out. Yeah. Okay, so how are we going to do the exits? That's the big question. And I think it might be better if I just covered up that block right there. Yeah. And yep, the rest of the fencing looks good to me. And so for the escalators, I'm thinking maybe we can do a couple of escalators going up that way and a couple of escalators going up that way. And we don't have to destroy the terrain too much for that. In fact, they can be pretty natural. How many blocks do we have? Is this an odd or even number of blocks, first of all? Even. Nice. Alright. So that makes it a little bit easier. And just gotta give myself night vision again to make sure I'm not building at the wrong place. So, escalators. I can make them come straight down the middle. That's an option. However, okay. I think that's enough space, at least for this side. So there's 24 blocks, and this is the first block of the middle portion, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be where I can start building. So, gotta make sure my measurements are correct. Okay, so let me just try it. So first I'm going to put these placeholder zigzag blocks so that I know where I'm going. Wait, I think I did something wrong. 24 divided by 2 is... Is this actually 24 blocks? No, it's not. It's only 12 blocks. I must have measured it wrong. So 12 blocks in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. But anyway, this also gives us a good estimate of where the escalator is going to be. But actually, I think I want to change my mind on that. So instead of the escalators just coming out into the middle, I want the escalators to probably start closer to the wall, actually. So that the escalators can come out right about here. And naturally, there would be a pathway to each of the platforms. Okay, so they would end... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they would end right about here. Okay. So I can build up like this. So that then when people come down... Wait a minute. Is this the right number of landing blocks? I think they are. That I usually do. With the 3D escalator models, they look much nicer, but I also can't tell where they extend to. Alright, so the escalators will be here. Alright, yeah, so after you come down the escalator, you can instantly go to either platform like so. Okay, because this is going to be a highly trafficked walkway, I'm going to make this out of set spruce planks. Like that. Yep, and then the rest of this can just be decoration. And then people can also walk down here as well. Just be careful. Maybe I need signs like, watch your step. Okay, so that's going to be where the escalators are. And then they're gonna keep going up and up. I wonder if this is going to actually intersect with the wood. Like, barely. So, it might look nicer if I just made a hole. Made it like a hole like this. And then... yeah, I know what I said earlier about that part, but I think it'd look better if... yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the escalators will go through, and eventually they're gonna hit the wall. So then they're gonna cut through the mountain and keep going up until it reaches the surface. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, there we are. And actually, since there's like so few blocks between the top, I might as well just break it to make this completely open like that. I think that actually looks really cool. Alright, yeah, the escalator's placement right there is perfect. Okay, and also probably put some railings here, at least covering this part. That makes more sense. So when people are running for the trains and like rushing down the escalators, they wouldn't just like run out and fall down over there. That wouldn't be good. Okay, so I'm gonna extend these crossbars a little bit. So just... oh. Ooh, that would be bad if I just stacked without looking. Okay, so here we can put the signs just like normal. So I like to have a sign indicating which direction the escalator is going. I guess there's also a good thing that we align the escalators with these poles so that these signs can be perfectly placed here. And then also we are going to need some across here as well. This will be for the sign for the directions of the trains. So I'm gonna use 5-0. And where's the center block? Probably right about here. Yeah, so when people come down, they should be able to see those signs. It's a little bit far, but it should be okay. I'm considering just fencing off this whole area so people can't go down, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll keep it. Okay, as for the escalators on this side, we will also do the same thing with the spruce. Unfortunately, this will be over a big hole, so we definitely will need to put some railings along here. Alright. Yeah, it's a little bit different on this side. There's less space to work with. And we'll also need to put railings on this end too. Oh, I just fell. Okay, so that should be 4 blocks of glass and then 4 blocks of escalator. So I think I actually need to put some placeholder blocks just to get the first block of the escalator facing the right way. And then now we can do backwards building. Okay, let's see if this works. I think this is the same layout as we did on the other side. I can never tell properly, but I think it is. So the third block, the escalator starts rising. Yep, that's the same on this side, which means we've done it correctly. Good. And perhaps I'll put some fences on this side to totally seal it up. No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. I'm fine. So let me stack the signs again. Or the LU crossbars. And then put the signs before I forget to do that. Right there. Cool. And same thing for here. One exit and one not exit. Okay. So then we'll do the same thing and build the escalator up. Running into a little bit of a problem here. There's actually water. So that has totally just flooded everything over. But let's build the escalator first and then deal with this afterwards. Because this actually comes out into the middle of this lake. So that's not gonna work. We will have to make some sort of barrier. Even though the escalators themselves are not waterloggable, I don't think this is acceptable. This is not an acceptable passenger experience for sure. Alright, I built a glass wall and then just drained the water. And I think I want to make this even. Okay, cool. The water should slowly go away. And then this escalator is also functional now. Maybe I should make this go the correct way. Alright. Cool. The escalators are now in place. And let's see. We can make the exits on either side. And I was talking about making a perimeter of a paid area. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that right now. Maybe just a big glass wall. But I don't know if that's gonna look good or not. Maybe I should just try it. I just noticed also the naturally generated mountains uses stone slabs for some of the blocks, which makes it look smoother, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, let me try making the wall and see how that looks. Okay, so how I'm going to do this actually, I had an idea, is I'm going to go to the block by the node and then fly up to, let's see. Wait. Okay, I'm at the block by the node. Is there a world edit? So I'm at the node. Is there a world edit command to be like move? No. Forward. Never mind. I'll TP myself. Wait. This is -x. So TP negative, let's see, 20. So I'm in line with the node. Okay, so I'll do position 1 right there. So I'm gonna go to the other node, which is here. Change to spectator. TP20 and go up and up and up. We're about here, position 2, and then replace 0 barrier. That's a lot of barriers now. Okay, so let me just hold a barrier. Where's the barrier? I lost it already. Oh. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Undo that first. I just want to do walls. Wait. Is it possible? No, I'll redo. Okay, I just want the outer perimeter, that's why. So this is the corner barrier. So this is the next one. And I go all the way down. Where do the barriers start, actually? This is a mess, but it works. Oh, there's barriers all the way down here, too. Whoa, okay. So back to the node block. Okay, let me break my way through first. So this is the node. This is one block over. And I need to go to -19. So position 2 and then replace barrier 0. Okay, let's take a look. Take a look at the damage here. Where are my barriers now? Okay, they should be just one block thick now. They should just be a wall of a block thick. Yep, looks like it. And then what about the other side here? It's so annoying that barriers don't show in spectator mode. And where are the blocks? Oh. Here. And is it one block wide? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I just realized that at the bottom, people can still swim through the bottom, but it's okay. You know why? Because wait. Yeah, I need to put it in my offhand so that I can still see it. Oh, it doesn't work like that. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to put barriers over the water. Like that. And then I wish Minecraft had a better way of showing barriers. Like this is using particles like this is really inefficient, I feel like. I know there are mods that improve the look of barriers. I had it installed before, but for some reason it's not working for me right now. It's called Visible Barriers, the mod. But it's not working in the latest version. Okay, so covering all the water with barriers so that people can't swim out of the station. And these trees might be slightly annoying in the future. This barrier situation is really annoying. Let me see if there are other mods to fix that. Okay, I restarted Minecraft a few times and tried to find mods that work, but there weren't any that work. So that's unfortunate, and I will have to stick to the default rendering of barrier blocks, which is, yeah, a little bit of a pain, but there's nothing much that I can do or want to do in this case. So yeah, we'll have to deal with this for now. So we have a barrier wall, I guess, a big wall all around the station, which is fine. And I also noticed that on the square map, I was looking at square map a little bit as well, that it wasn't really symmetrical. So that's bothering me a little bit. So I am going to try to put some blocks on my barrier, like fence wall, I guess, so that I can figure out where the exact center point is. Oh, it even shows on the dashboard too. I thought it wouldn't. I've never actually tried using barriers, that's why. Okay, so let's try to get this exactly covered. So I think that is exactly centered. Wait. Actually, maybe it would be better to go like 2 blocks away. just in case we put like station entrances or something. So yeah, that should be pretty much centered. So now I don't need these sand blocks. It looks funny, like a floating sand block now. Okay, let me go take a look at square map. Okay, that's much better. The logo here is now finally centered. Earlier it was a little bit offset and it was bothering me a little bit. One thing that might be an issue is that the escalators coming out is a bit too close to these barrier blocks. Actually, maybe that's not that bad of an issue. Let's put some signs and exit gates to see how that would look. Oh, also I did want to make a proper wall, so maybe I'll just use fences because those are nice and simple and they aren't too much of eyesores. So I think I'm going to use World Edit to do that. Actually, now that I have barriers here, I can even have the luxury of not having the fence connect like this if I wanted to. Like I can just not have this block as well. But I guess it would make more sense if I did have that block. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, this is kind of hard to build because it's like building blind. But yeah, it's okay. Okay, that took quite a while. But I finally put fences all over, including here. It looks kind of weird. But you can see where the station boundary is now. I didn't put it in the water, but you can't go through anyway because there are barriers all over. Okay, so now it's time for the exits. So let's put some ticket machines. I'm thinking maybe just... Okay, so first I think we should set up some sort of station entrance. Unfortunately, I am going to break this tree and then use... I think I'll just follow the same spruce wood design. Well, spruce logs and then dark oak slabs. Yeah. Okay, so if I make the station entrance like this... Oh no! Why is there suddenly so much water? What happened? I just noticed this. Did some gravel fall down or something? Like this water wasn't here before, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm just going to patch this up with some stone. I think that should fix it. And yeah, here probably there were some pieces of gravel that were floating. And then when those fell, the water just started leaking. Okay, this waterfall I want to keep because that looks nice. But the rest of the water... yeah, pretty sure it's the gravel. And then when they fall on certain blocks, they just disappear. Okay. That should be patched up now. Let's see. I feel like there might still be holes around this area, but... Oh well, okay. Let's move on. Continue building the exit. So, what's the situation here currently? So I think I'm going to continue to use a similar design as over here. So I think I just did full blocks and then slabs. So let's grab some dark oak. I think that's pretty nice. Same design as before. Let me use some spot lamps to light up the area a little bit. So actually I can use lanterns. No, spot lamps are okay. Like that. Okay. Actually, no. When we have the signs, then they're gonna light up the area anyway, so... let me put some signs that I normally do, which is like this and like that. Okay. So the exit will be here, the same thing as well. Okay, let me paste this over on the other side. This would be a little more challenging with the terrain here. I think I'm going to flatten this area out and paste it right here. Yeah, and then since this is also a common pathway, I will set all of this to spruce. Like that. Oh. I was one block over, so probably like right here. There we go. Okay. So that's done. And then just fixing up this little area here because, as I mentioned before, grass doesn't spread on dirt because the random tick speed is off. Oh, I see a visitor here. Oh no, that's Be Dark. Never mind. I thought I saw a visitor find their way here. I was gonna say something, but it's Be Dark. Okay. So now we're gonna put the rest of the signs in like I normally do. And I'm also considering putting more station entrances, like maybe one right over here and maybe one in the middle over there. And then, I don't know, something along the edge so that people don't have to walk so far to get to the actual ticket gates. Yeah, just an idea. And then we also need ticket machines. Because if people are outside and they need to buy tickets, then that's where they're gonna do it because they're not in the paid area. Okay, so my little ticketing booth is going to be here. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, and so I'm gonna copy that and paste it over on this side. Did I rotate it? Yeah. And it looks like this tree's in the way, so I can either chop it all down or I can modify the tree trunk so that it's like that. Haha. Now that's fixed. Alright. So that's the station entrance. I think people can't squeeze through because there's a barrier block right there too. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so I was talking about potentially adding more station entrances along the sides. I could do that. Actually, wait, first of all, I want to add the pathway that I was talking about. So that's going to be here. Set spruce planks. And, I don't know what to do with the edge there, because over there was the glass. But here there's no glass. So, yeah, I don't know. Alright, I cleaned up this cliff a little bit and I decided to just put wood. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay for now. Maybe I can also do like a U shape. Maybe that would work. Like that, maybe. And like that, and then put some stone to cover this up, and like that. Yeah, that could work. And then I'll probably set this whole wall anyway. Yeah, just to clean it up a little. There we go. I think, yeah, we're onto something. And probably the same on this side, although the spruce will, let's see. Spruce will come out to about here, rather than flush. Alright, so this is kind of how it's gonna look, and yeah. Clean it up so it's... Is it like extruded? Or is it same depth as the wall? I don't know. It's kind of a mix of both on that side. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for this side. And then we can line this with a little bit more glass to make that even. Alright. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Happy with that. I could just get rid of the glass entirely and just... no, because it might look weird underneath. Okay, you know, that's good enough. I'm not gonna change this anymore. And let me copy this. Oops. Rotate 180. Then come over here and paste. I intentionally left out. Oh. I intentionally left out the bottom block. So that I can connect it myself, because I didn't want the escalator to get affected. Even though I don't think it actually will. Alright, so... yeah. How should I clean this up? Now it would make sense to put back the glass fences, I think. Based on this wood stuff that we've been doing here. This would make sense. And over there as well. I think station lighting might still be a little bit of a concern because of how the station is designed. There's just so much open space. I know that the signs provide a little bit of lighting, but not enough, I feel like. Because like the whole escalator section here would be dark, but... be dark. But... the platform will be sort of like a moody lighting, as you saw earlier. And I don't know where I would put the entrances here either. Let's just try it. Let's try pasting in the entrances. Position 1. And it's a little bit of a struggle here, especially there's a tree in the way. It's okay. Let's just copy, this time rotate 90. And I don't know which way, clockwise or anti-clockwise it rotated, so I'm gonna do a test paste in the air. So, okay, so I pasted the other way, so I'm gonna start here. So I think this is all like rocky terrain, so I don't think... oh, somebody suffocated in the wall. I don't think it would be logical to put it on this side actually, so rotate 180. So then, I don't know. This is all very rocky. Like uneven. Okay, here would be a good place. Paste. No, one block over, because that fence on the end looks weird. Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I am on board with this. And the extra leaves that got pasted in, I guess it just disappeared, so that's fine with me. Okay. And perhaps we can squeeze an entrance in on this side. let's just try it. And oh, that tree just went poof. Undo and paste. Oop. Okay. I think that worked out pretty well, actually. So now we just gotta, I guess, clear out this area a little bit. Yeah, that works. And let's check the barriers. Barriers look fine still. And now I want to create a proper path to the exit, so that people will know to follow the path to get to the trains. Okay, how do I want to do this? Can I just make a diagonal? So I guess paths should be at least 4 blocks long. So stack 4, yeah. And then I don't know if World Edit can stack diagonally, so let's just try stack 2. Oh, wow, look at that. It can, but it stacks a little bit weird, so I'm just going to do it manually. Okay, so I'm going to mark out the edge of the path first. And then the visitor is asking about the nostalgia line being extended, and the answer is yes. Working on it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna break this little area because I don't know why this is elevated. And I think this block matches with the rest of it, so I'm going to set this to, where is my spruce planks? There we go. Alright, so this area can all be spruce planks, and then spruce planks slabs is going to be the block that I will use for here. Nice gentle slope. I'm gonna make my slopes at least 2 blocks, so then it's not as jarring. Who's that? Oh, that's still be dark. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make my path about 4 blocks wide. I'm actually pretty happy about how this station turned out. It's my first time really trying this kind of natural building style, and I think it turned out pretty well. Like building along with the terrain and like not worrying about walls too much, just like going along with the landscape. I'm really happy about how this turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think as well, if you want to see more stuff like this. So yeah, again with my slab layout, I need to clear out some of this space. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So 1 more layer of slabs, I would say. And yeah, something like this. And I think some areas need to be patched up. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of considerations while doing this flooring, as you can tell. Alright, well, this is about to wrap up. Cool, okay. That's a nice path, I think. I think that's a... Wait, I messed up here. There should be 1 more block out, I think. Yeah, okay. So grab some, I guess, stone. Stone makes more sense. Grab some stone to fill out that part. Okay, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. And this might look nice with stone. Okay, and then, yep, perfect, okay. Yeah, okay, I like that. So people can just follow the pathway Okay. So I think what I'll do is make some signage along here. I think a 3E sign would be pretty good. So down for trains, like that. Yeah. So then people walking along here can also see that sign. And I think I'm going to put one more along here, along the pathway. 1, 2, 3. I think it would make more sense if I actually put this pole on the path. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 and 2, because the sign's only 2 blocks. And I think this would make sense. Actually, probably just straight arrow. Okay, now it's nighttime actually, so it's a good chance to test the station lighting. Okay, it's a little bit dimmer here and here, but overall I think the lighting is sufficient. Yeah. And the escalators, it's quite dark as well, but I think it's fine. I am satisfied with the lighting levels. Yeah, here is like pitch black, but it's okay, it's okay. Okay, and now another pathway from this entrance. I think since there are so many trees in the way, I'll probably have to chop down quite a few trees. Probably this one as well. Just the ones that are right in the way of the path. Oh, are these leaves connected? Okay. That should be fine. So, as I said, the path should be 4 blocks at least. So, set spruce lengths. I'm gonna make this diagonal to connect to there. And also, speaking of which, this pathway should also be extended to 4 blocks. Just like a nice Minecraft thing to do. And then this will need to be shifted over. So hopefully this command works. Move to. Yeah, that worked. And then same thing here. Yes, sometimes these multi-block structures might be weird when you use World Edit on it, and yeah. It was fine though. Okay, so that part's fine. And then this is going to be the signs for the directions for the platforms. And oh, I just realized that I kind of opened the station now without actually finishing the station first. So theoretically, if a visitor found their way here, they can go into the station, but it's okay, I don't really care. Okay, how do I want to do this? Because the tree is in the way. So this tree probably will have to go as well. Unfortunately. Okay. So let's try just connecting diagonally and see where that takes us. So since this part's elevated as well, I'm not going to change elevation. And in fact, this is 1 block up, so that actually worked out pretty well. So if we do 4 blocks across, so that's 4 blocks. Yes, technically, I know I'm doing diagonal, so I should multiply the width by square root of 2 to get the exact width. But anyway, let's get some slabs, and I think when working with this area, we can actually do something interesting like this. Oh! I just noticed that the width of this is unequal, because here is 3 blocks, here is 4 blocks. But I think that's fine for our design. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I don't know why I am insistent on replacing these blocks, even though you literally won't be able to see it. Okay. There we go. So this block can be down there. Okay. Perfect. So we just have to build this out, and this will be good to go. And I think I'm just gonna fill out this area because this is just such a small hole that we might as well flatten it out. And on the other side, I don't think... Maybe I will fill this in a bit. So maybe shift the fence 1 over. Just to make it look a bit... Oh, make it look a bit smoother. Like that. Yep, cool. Alright, there we are. And I'm considering lining this with just grass blocks. Just so you won't see the wooden edges. Yeah, nice. Okay. Now it's time to put signs. I think I can just copy the design of this sign. So I'm just gonna grab the blocks. And yeah. Okay. So let's see. I think this is the darkest area, I think. Just about. Okay, I'm gonna put a sign here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think this would actually make sense for the diagonal arrow this time. And then exit like so. And then one more sign here, just so that I can light up the area. I'm putting signs not because people don't know how to get to the trains, but because I need to light up the area. It's kind of funny why I'm doing that. But okay, so trains again, and then the exit, I will use a diagonal arrow here. Alright. I'm thinking maybe it's a little bit too close to the actual slope here, so I'm going to cut and paste it a little bit away from there. Perfect. Okay, and then, just like the other side, I'm going to do this also. This seems a little bit extra, but oh well. Alright, the signs are good, and just about daytime now. But I think I've done enough testing on the lighting levels to make sure that all the paths at least have sufficient lighting, which they do. Okay, so I think the station is pretty good. Oh. Might as well put some logo blocks, right? At the entrances. I feel like this kind of doesn't fit the vibe anymore after I put them in. Oh, one other thing we can do is put a pole on the outside. Ah, never mind. We don't need it. It's okay. Okay. Alright, it's daytime, and I am happy to wrap up the station. And we can see here, this is our bridge in the big cave. Wow. I really like this design. I think it fits pretty well. Oh, maybe it'd be good to... Because we don't want people to try to exit through here, because this is not an exit. So, basically, I would want people to exit like that. So, I'm going to use a smaller sign, actually. So I don't want people to exit that way, so I'm going to put the exit sign like this. Yeah. Okay, so the exits will be here. Oh, I forgot to put the lift. Which way would make more sense? Maybe I'll just put the lift on one of the sides. Not both. So this side has a lot of water. So I probably don't want to put the lift here, because there might be some accessibility issues. So putting the lift there would make sense. Or I can just not have a lift at the station. I should put a lift. Maybe like right here. So let's see how that looks. It comes down right here. Okay. That can work. So let's remove this for now and figure out how the lift shaft will look. So if I put some spruce here, that would match up with that pole over there. I think just a simple 2x2 lift is enough. I don't need such a big lift. And then the rest of this can be surrounded by spruce. Doesn't matter. Alright. Ooh. This is quite tall. But anyway, I'm gonna set 0 and stack maybe 20. I don't know how far I need to go. Oh, that's pretty close. Pretty close estimate. Okay, so we can go a little bit more to all the way here. And the lift shaft would actually stick out to the platform a little bit. So, maybe I should shift it over 1, but then that would be misaligned with that block. Because I am thinking if I did put more pillars on this side, I can kind of match it with that side. Huh. A little bit of a design challenge here. Not really a challenge, but yeah. Removing this tree just to give me more space to work with. And okay, let me just put down the pillars and show you how it looks. Alright, redone this design a little bit, and this is how it looks. So I'm going to, I think it was 20 blocks, so I'm gonna stack 23 just to see. Ah, it's pretty close. So this goes to the other platform, and I think I want sort of like a lift lobby area, so I'm gonna do 4 blocks again, or 5 is okay. And then put the roofing here, stack 12, or 11. Because I remember it was like 11 blocks wide. Okay, so this will be the lift lobby. Actually, I did that wrong. I should have done it 1 over, because the lift doors also take up some space. Yeah, so let's put down some placeholder lift doors first. So they can be right there, and then right here. So these 2 lifts can be chained as well. Yeah, alright. So the walls, I think I'm just going to do stone brick, something pretty generic and clean. So actually, it can come up to here too. So walls, stone brick. Oops, stone bricks. Yeah, so yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty clean. And then yeah, here stone bricks. Alright, now it's time to actually build the lifts. So I don't know how I want to decorate this wall actually. Maybe I'll just mirror the other side, which is to just put andesite like that. I don't know, seems a little bit boring, but not much I can do with this space, really. And actually, since this is indented, maybe I can push this wall in. Yeah, that might bring some depth to it and be pretty cool. Alright, so let's start building the tracks. So, I think that, wait. Forgot the iron block on this floor. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the tracks right there and then sign. One useful strategy is to connect everything up before putting down the lift doors. I know usually that's like the most tempting thing to put down first, but by doing that you lose access to like connecting the floor tracks. Okay, so now I refresh my lift. Now I need to shift it into position. And it's going to be double-sided because the doors are on opposite sides. So I'm going to put doors on here, but not on the other side, because nobody would really come onto this side. Okay. Oh, how come there's no button there? Is this track properly connected? I can't tell. It's so dark I can't see. Oh. I think there's my problem. Okay, now I need to refresh this one more time. Still no? What if I click down here? Wait a second. Okay, for some reason when I took the lift down, then it worked. That was weird. Okay. I'm gonna patch these up and make sure all the glass panes are properly put in. And this lift can also be put in now. Double-sided, rotate, and then offset X. Height 2.5. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, see, the button is not showing up. Did I also do this? Oh, I also missed the block. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay, hopefully that refreshed properly. Yeah, there we go. We just had to update it a little bit. Alright. Look, B-Dark is here checking out the station. I don't know why there's a random button here. Like, why is this linked here? Okay. So I think this station is pretty much complete. I have put signs at like logical locations that tell you where the lifts are as well. And I think, yeah, I'm ready to move on. So, oh, I think B-Dark put it there on purpose so that if visitors get stuck, they can like call the lift and then exit. That's a pretty smart thing to do. Okay, so if we go northbound, then we can eventually hit the island that I was talking about earlier. So let's go to this, actually, let's go to the square map. But before I do that, I think it's this mountain over here, actually, because I was scouting out a little bit earlier. And I think this is a good mountain for the train tracks to cut out of. Yeah, so I'm right here, and the potential station is probably going to be there, where the island is. So I think it would be cool to have the train tracks just come out of the mountain. So then I don't have to do terraforming on the ground level, but I can have the train come out from up here. Wait, so I just made an opening, and I can continue stacking this bridge as well. Like that. So my future station can be somewhere here on this island. And then the trains will go through this mountain and back down into the tunnel. I hope this mountain is big enough for me to do that. For the tracks to be able to curve down without looking weird. Okay. So in general, I would probably do about 20, maybe 25 blocks. About the length of a train car. So then you wouldn't really see the train car clip at the entrance of the tunnel. And let's get our nodes back again. And our tracks. And we are going to try to get down to the correct Y level. I hope this won't be too steep. So we need to get down to about 44, I think is where let's see. Come on, break the block. Whoa, I broke a lot of blocks. Okay, 44 is about where the nodes were at the other station. So let's see. So if I did connect it like that, look how steep the middle part is. Actually, I think I can extend this out a little more without having it clip the mountain. Also, I want to double check that it is Y44. Okay. Oh, 43. Yeah. 43. And also, I just realized I forgot to remove the barriers down at this level. So, yeah, that's going to be an issue. So let me just do a quick world edit to remove all the barriers. Because we don't need barriers down at this level. And are they here as well? Yeah. Alright. Just replace barrier 0. There we go. Now that shouldn't be an issue anymore. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to try to 6191 and 43. So I'm gonna try to make it less steep. 6191 43. 6191 43. So the node should be here. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look in Spectator. And if it goes well... Ooh, cutting it really close actually. Ooh. Huh. Because if I do use the tunnel creator, you're gonna see the stone brick on the surface. So that's the old track. It's much better for sure. Let me try again. Yeah, it's better than the old track, but it's still not the most ideal. So can I do it here? Oh, 619143, perfect. So if I put it here, what does this one look like? That is better. Still a little steep compared to that other track, but I will take it. I will take it. Yeah. Alright, so this one will go. And that other one should disappear as well because I took away the rail node. Alright, so we have a 3-block gap, and then the other track goes there. Cool. So now we can connect this up if the chunks are loading. That would be our slope. So I'm gonna use the tunnel tools to just fix this up, and I'll be back. Oh, how come I have a block of amethyst? That's weird. I definitely did not select that. Okay, cool. This is the tunnel exit. And the tracks will curve down. This actually is a little bit steep, but the trains will be fine. The tunnel looks a bit weird on the roof. Interesting. I think I'm not gonna bother fixing it. So let's keep going and continue with our tunnel. And so, yeah. I'm gonna extend this a little bit more first. So use our standard slab method. And then we'll keep stacking this forward. So I'm gonna stack 1 first, because it's going to stack the nodes here too, which I don't want. So I'll try this again with this block. Stack 100. 100 is actually not that far in the grand scheme of things. Okay. Looking back at Square Map, I'm quite close to my station, so I think just 2 direct connections to the end of those tracks will be sufficient. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna come here, connect a rail, and then fly directly to the Meteor station. Okay, so this is the end of the tracks for Meteor station. So I'm just going to directly connect them like that. I hope this turns out okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it's acceptable. Yeah. Cool. Okay, now for the other side. I hope they don't overlap in the middle, because S-curves might do that. That's something to be aware of when building. If you build too wide S-curves, they might overlap each other in the middle, just because of how the geometry works. See how they're getting closer and closer? But I think actually in this case, we are fine, so that's good. Now I'm going to build the tunnels and the tunnel walls and the floor, and we should be pretty good to go soon. Oh, you know what I realized is that these are offset. These are not exactly aligned. I guess that's why the tracks were okay, actually. So I'm gonna leave it, actually. Usually I would try to fix it to line it up, but in this case it actually helps us with the geometry. Because if that block was moved back, I feel like this part would definitely overlap with the S-curves. So that actually worked out in our favor, so thankful for that. So let's do tunnel. Ooh. Annoying gravel. Hopefully that gets cleared. Okay, now the slightly annoying part is to come down, inspect the wall, and see which part of it starts to converge. I think just about. I'm just gonna do it right here to be safe. So, where this part starts, I'm gonna dig out the wall. Oh, and there's also a lot of stone for the ground. I really don't want to bother with making tunnels look nice. I'm kind of drifting back into old Sandtown habits, where tunnels you really can't see anything, so why bother making it nice? But I'm just doing it for the sake of the server, for the good of everybody, but I really sometimes don't see the purpose. Okay. I'll do the best that I can, but I won't spend too much time on it. So I'm just gonna set 0 slowly as to not cut away the main parts. Oh, actually, maybe I can do this. This is a strategy I use when building tunnels quite often, is to just set a channel in the middle and then just make a short little tunnel here. Although I'm afraid it might cut in to the edge, but we'll see. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, I should have done the tunnel floor too before I broke it. It's okay. But yeah, I did cut out too many blocks here. Alright. It's not perfect, but I don't want to bother with this. Okay, you know what? It's good enough. Just make sure there's no gravel impeding the flow of traffic. Then I'll call it good. Now I just need to connect up this little section. I actually have a lot of placeholder stations at this point. Or like, I guess it's only 2. But I'm planning to have that station at the island, as I mentioned. Okay, let's verify that these 2 tracks are okay. Which I think they are. I don't see any fallen gravel anywhere. Yep. Okay, and they connect up successfully here, and then the rest of this also connects. So that's good. Let's follow the tracks to go back to that middle island and see what we can do with that. Alright, so this is the end of the tunnel, and it comes out here. And the chunks are really not loading again. So I'm going to switch over to square map and see how far away we are from Lost Swamp. Not bad. I think I'm going to go past the village right about this point and then make a 90-degree turn and then another 90-degree turn. I'm not going to make a direct S-curve. I'm just going to make 90, straight 90. I think, yeah, that'll make it the easiest. Okay, so I'm doing my mini screen thing again because I need to check the square map to make sure I'm at the right spot. Oh, there's a mountain right there. That is perfect. So if I stack 100, ooh, that comes right. Does that cut through? Okay, let me undo that. Stack 70 maybe? 70. Wait. How many blocks is that actually? 50? Okay, 50 seems more correct. So I'm going to break these trees because they can't be here, unfortunately, and then this can cut straight into the mountain. Oh, this is so satisfying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then this can cut directly into the mountain. Oh, can't build today. Or I've been doing too much building today. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but yeah, hopefully you all enjoy it. So stack, let's do stack 30. Okay, so that goes completely into the mountain, right? Oh, we've got a good amount of space to work with, so that's pretty good. And I think I don't really want to make the slope curve at the same time. I am just connecting this up to our tunnel right here. Just making sure that this is connecting properly. Oh, and I also need to make the tracks on the bridge too. I might as well do that first. Alright, that's done. And because there's so many people on the server right now and the chunks aren't loading very well, so I'm going to just do the tunnel building off screen. It's just tunnels, so should be fine. Okay, finally all the tracks have been connected, and you can see in the chat Mighty Rainbow is just waiting for me to open it. Mighty Rainbow's right here. They can't see me because I am in spectator mode, and the trains are still doing the weird turn back because I haven't yet refreshed the depot. But I think now it's time to connect everything up. Okay, let's double check that all our tracks are connected. So even though the chunks aren't loading, we can still fly through and validate that the tracks are all connected. So looking good so far. And then we have the S turn right here and connected. And then here we keep going and we turn. We have another S curve right there, and then connected to Kingsgrove, and then on to the turnback. Okay, cool. I'm really excited for this. I think Kingsgrove still needs some work for the opening, like setting up the signs and opening up the escalators and so on. But I think Sutery can help me with that. Alright, so let us connect everything up on the dashboard. So, Nostalgia Line, let's do southbound first. So after Lost Swamp, we have Meteor Crater, and then Kingsgrove, right there. And then, Nostalgia Line North, we have Kingsgrove, Meteor Crater. Technically, once I make changes to the dashboard, people can immediately see the changes. Okay, so let's move this to the proper spots. Okay, I think that's right. Let's actually... Yeah, okay. We don't have any custom destinations on there. So let's go here and click refresh. Please. Yes, successful. All right. And okay, the signs are showing up. Good. This is so exciting. Okay, and as I mentioned before, I like to have the train icon with my signs. Oh! Okay, those are just like not in service trains running right through for now. Okay, so let me change up the signs and then we can go for test runs. The trains are already arriving. So technically we could be riding the trains, but yeah, we'll just wait. It doesn't matter. I don't need to be like, oh, I made the first train. I'm not that kind of person. No judgment for those who do. I just don't do that kind of stuff. Okay, there's a lot of signs that I want to fix up, but it's not Sutery's fault. It's just my own preference. Oh wow, somebody already opened the escalators. I wonder if Sutery was here. Okay. And I think the dwell times are extra long here. Let me check. Yeah, they're 20 seconds. I'm not sure if that might mess up my scheduling. So I'm gonna lower that back to 10 seconds. Sutery, if you want it longer, then we can talk about doing that. But I'm just not sure if it's gonna jam stuff up. Oh look, the train just left while the doors are half closed. Okay, so let's take a ride actually on the train to the next station, which is Meteor Crater. Okay, really excited. Meteor Crater has a lot of signs that need to be set as well as the platform screen door directions. So let's take a test ride. We got an M train, which makes sense. It's the most common train type on this line. But yeah, let's take a test ride. I'm really excited because there's a long stretch of track for this line now. I feel like there should be a station between Meteor Crater and Lost Swamp, but like where that island was that I keep talking about. But yeah, that can be next time, because I've been recording for forever now, and I think it's a good stopping point once we fix up the signs here. Oh, that's actually pretty fast to get to Meteor Crater. We're here already. Oh, and we stopped right... Oh, how come that didn't stop? Did I still have this at 0.5 seconds? Oh, I did. Ah, forgot to change that back. Okay, gotta refresh this again. Okay, so now people can actually come and enjoy the station. And I gotta set all the signs up. Oh. I guess that copied in, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess when I use World Edit to copy it, it just copied in properly. Oh, that's a non-refurbished train. Alright, so just the platform signs left now. Is that platform 1? No, that's platform 2. I had a 50% chance. Okay. Oh no. Wrong again. Okay, 2 and 1. Which means this one should be 1 and 2. Okay. There we go. And I think the signs up here should be fine, because I don't reference any of the platforms up here, but the lift landing I do. So, wait. So this is 2. This is going to be 2. And then this side is going to be 1. There we go. So 2 and 1. Okay, so what I want to do is actually to go to platform 1, take the train to Lost Swamp, and then meet up with Mighty Rainbow, and then take the train together to the new station. So let's hop on. Okay, the next station is going to be Lost Swamp directly. So we're gonna fly through, we're gonna go above ground and then back underground. Makes no sense, but it will make sense if there's a station. Actually, let's go in front. Go up front. It's okay if the chunks aren't loading. It's kinda to be expected. There's nothing to see, unfortunately. So it's actually going to go really fast because there are no stations in the middle, and it already starts slowing down. So it's actually not that far. And you can kind of see how the tracks look when the chunks aren't loading. You can kind of see the shape of them. Okay, I'm gonna tell Mighty Rainbow that we are ready. Come on. Okay. Okay, let me check the signs here just in case. Yeah, I think all the signs look good. Yeah. Alright, so what should we do? Should we stop at the next station? I think Mighty Rainbow might be curious to check out the station. Oh, and Sleepy just tried teleporting to us. But we can definitely feel free to check out the next station. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately chunks aren't loading still. So we will just have to try it next time, I guess. But we can definitely check out Meteor Crater while we're here. Oh, how does Sleepy get on the train? I don't know. I think there's some commands, maybe. Come on, open the doors. When there's server lag, the doors will take a while to open. I wonder what they think about the station. I should clear my effects. It's fun to watch people enjoy the station once it's opened. Yeah. There's a layer of barriers, so it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, and that's to prevent fare evasion. Looks like people like it, and it's pretty cool to be able to see the trains from up here. Alright. Let's see what Mighty Rainbow is doing. I'm gonna spectate Mighty Rainbow, see where they're going. Oh, Mighty Rainbow's just standing here. Maybe Mighty Rainbow's typing a message. And Sudori is joining us as well. Yeah, I mean, we've all seen the station plenty of times throughout this video, so we know exactly what it looks like. But for visitors and first-time comers, there's quite a bit to see. And there's no barriers to the cliff, so use or like walk at your own risk. Watch your step. But I think it's a cool concept. Okay. I wonder how people are doing. Are we ready to keep going to Kingsgrove? Not sure. I really like the look of that waterfall over there. It just adds to it a lot. Oh, people are using the lifts too. It's like really a big station tour at this point. I wonder what people are doing. Oh. Oh no! I didn't make the lift. Alright, we'll let them have fun, and then when they're ready to go to Kingsgrove, we can go to Kingsgrove. Oh, Sleepy already left to Kingsgrove. So if Mighty Rainbow... Oh, this is to Shrubland. Wrong train. So we can go to Kingsgrove. Okay, Mighty Rainbow, you wanna hop on the train? Are you gonna make it? Yeah, just made it. Nice. And looks like I think B Dark is here with us as well. And Sudori is already there. Yeah, this part is nice. I wish the chunks loaded so we can take a look at it better, but oh well. Alright, we're here, and I've also let Sudori know that I've lowered the dwell time here. Oh, I think the exit signs might be lacking a little bit, but I think it's still pretty easy to navigate this station. You can even walk down the middle, which you're not supposed to, but... Yep, so that is it for the extension. I mean, this is it for this video. I think I might extend downwards still for a couple more stations. So this is probably not the last episode for the nostalgia line, because there might be a station I'll add in between right here, and also build the work in progress station. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun building the crater. I keep forgetting what the name of that station is. I hope you enjoyed seeing me build Meteor Crater. It's a very unique design style that I have not tried before. Let me know in the comments what you think as well. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!